You're listening to Empowering Voices, Breaking Barriers with the Men of Confidence Mentorship Program, also known as MCM, a podcast series from Rockford University. The MCM program is funded by the Associated Colleges of Illinois in partnership with Rockford University. This podcast provides a platform for students to enhance their leadership and communication skills by engaging with influential leaders from across the nation. Our aim is to learn about the personal journey of our guests and hear their perspective on how to become confident leaders. In this episode, Sophomore Education Major Bautista interviews Maurice West, the state representative for the 67th District of Illinois. Representative West will share insights into his life and join us in a conversation about becoming a confident leader.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Empowering Voices, Breaking Barriers with MCM. Today we'll explore the past, present, and future to hopefully find out more and gain valuable insight from State Representative, Mr. Maurice West. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here with you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. My name is Leo. I'm a future high school Spanish teacher.
Nice.
And I'm very excited to be here.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
What year are you?
I am a sophomore.
Okay.
Yes, 2 more years.
Are you from Rockford? Where are you from?
Yes, I'm from Rockford, originally from Chicago.
So did you go high school in Rockford or in Chicago?
No, this is from like my early youth.
Okay. What
Yeah.
high school?
I went to Auburn High School.
Okay. Sorry to hear that. I'm a
Yeah.
Jayhawk.
Oh, you're a Jayhawk. Shout out to Jayhawks. I had a lot of friends there.
Oh, did you?
They're good people. They're great people.
Oh, you a good one. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I guess there's some good ones at Auburn too.
Some of them. But I want to start with the past. So let's take it back to 1985.
Dang.
How was your childhood like, Mr. Maurice West?
How was my childhood like?
Yes.
So I'm thankful to say that in the grand scheme of things, my childhood was what it was, you know?
Mm.
So my background is heavily in the church.
Mm-hmm.
That I was born in Elgin, and the sole reason why I'm here in Rockford is because my dad received a leadership position as an assistant pastor at a church, and that caused us to leave Elgin, move to Rockford, and that's my grounding, my base, and so yeah, that's where it all started for me in '85, and here we are, 40 now, and I blink, and here we are with gray hairs.
I know.
This is how it works, man. This is
Like
life.
that.
Yeah.
Amazing. I know music has it's been a very influential role in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say church plays a role in that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I started playing drums when I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
I started at the church.
Oh, okay.
I was just watching the drummer, and then he got off one time, and I got hungry and got on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Got kicked off quick, but I at least started.
Mm-hmm.
And played all my life. And in college, I was a drummer. Played for a different church. I was getting paid to play, which meant I was getting good. And so I was preparing myself to start playing drums for different recording artists. And I was 23, came back here to Rockford, came back home, back to the church, and our organist decided that he was too good for us. He started acting brand new, so he left.
Mm-hmm.
And so we didn't have an organist, we didn't have a piano player. And I was tired of playing by myself. So I got off the drums, got on the organ, and taught myself how to play. And here we are.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're into music production and all that. What role has that played in gaining confidence as a man, you think?
So yeah, the first things first, you are, especially if you are playing your own music, you know, what gives me drive is I don't do covers. Like I'm a saxophonist too, and so I don't play just covers of someone else's music. I enjoy creating my own, and so when I started in the church playing solos in the church, and I did band at Eisenhower, middle school, and you know it's nothing like playing your own music and looking out in the crowd, like just glancing up, and then people are rocking with you. Like, ooh, they like my voice. They like what's coming up from me. And that gives you a different level of confidence that if you are not creative, it's hard to tap into that kind of confidence. People enjoying your creativity. And so becoming an elected official, I tell people music is my passion. Public service is my assignment. And my assignment can end anytime. But my passion for music is never going to end. If I lose in November, which I won't because no one's running against me, but if I was to lose, I would be mad for like a week or so. But then I'm like, okay, more time for my music. And so that's the way. When I worked here for 5 years,
yes,
as a director of career development, that's what I told our students. That's what I told you all students. Find that job that on Sunday night you are looking forward to Monday morning, not dreading it.
That's great.
Find that career that gives you fuel and makes you happy. Because if you're happy in your job, now you're a better parent, you're a better spouse, you're a better person. But if you are not happy in your job and you don't fix it, that's on you. You know.
Well, how do you find that job that makes you happy? What steps can you take as a young man?
As a young man, the steps that, first off, the biggest one I would say is keep your peripherals open. We all of us are here. You have to have a major, you have to have a minor before you graduate, right? And so you all pick whatever minor that is. Mine was psychology. I thought I was going to do therapy. I was a psychologist, and I even got my master's degree in psychology. Yes. And so I thought I was going to do it, but then out of nowhere, politics came out of the blue. But yeah, keep your peripherals open. I remember working over there, the career development person. This freshman came into my office and said, "I'm going to be a teacher." I prayed about it. And everything. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm like, great. See, her freshman year, her senior year when she graduated as a graphic designer, not a teacher. Because she kept her peripherals open and noticed, oh, wait, I'm good at this too. And she was creative. She was a good photographer and all that. And so she followed that path. And so I would tell young men, dare I say all the students, keep your peripherals open. You might be going to school for one thing, but you are at a liberal arts school. The job of this institution is to teach you all things. And so the hope is that you will you'll be ready for multiple streams of income. Not just one. That's what builds generational wealth. That's what builds, and that goes beyond you. I'm not just looking at putting that money in your pocket. That's well and good, but when you die, they're going to use that to bury you, and you have nothing left. Generational wealth is I'm building legacy, and so that's the kind of conversations you have to have within yourself. Quit chasing the short-term pleasures, chasing the ladies. That will come. You're building legacy right now. That's what you should be focused on. And if you don't, when you become 40 like me, you know what happens? You start regretting your 20s. Don't let that be you.
Let's see. I know you mentioned your background in psychology. How has that influenced the way you lead today and work with people?
I can read body language like no other.
Well, how do you read me? I'm like a little nervous.
You're good. You're good.
What do you read? What do you see? What do you see when you look in my eyes?
Well, yeah, I see that you're nervous.
Yes.
And you're standing up straight in attention because your nerves. But at the same time, the fact that you have your legs spread out, you're not closed off. You're showing a certain level of confidence. You're grounded in who you are, even though you're nervous. So you can be all right.
Something there. I know you mentioned that a year ago exactly at the student Regents First Leadership. So I remember you were like, before I enter every room, I read everyone. So that's amazing. Yeah. And I know you're a big advocate for mental health. Yeah. How important is it to be vulnerable as a man in this society?
And if COVID taught us anything, is that mental health is not a form of weakness. I remember this street thug, this one dude I was talking to, he was straight gang banging back in the day. He's 40 now, he doesn't do it anymore, but he was a thug back in the day. I was scared of dude. And we were just talking because I'm state rep now, so now he knows, he has a little bit of respect. And he was like, yeah, man, I talked to my therapist. I'm like, hold on, bro, what you say? You talk to your therapist?
Yeah.
Like, you hard. Right. That instead of me looking at him with this, like, I thought you was hard. No, I'm like excited. Yeah. Like, I'm glad you're doing that. More people need to do that. I'm seeing, good, my church background. They teach us in church when growing up, you don't need no mental health therapist. Just pray. Now we got pastors saying, hey, there's nothing wrong seeking out counsel. And this is good. It's good for our community if we focus on our mental health. If my mental health is strong, then I'm able to interact with you in a confident way.
Of course.
For our young men, if your mental health is strong and if you are grounded in who you are, and you are focused on making sure that you're doing what you need to do to maintain your mental health, that's how you'd be able to interact with folks. I have a front row seat right now of loved ones who are not taking care of their mental health,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crippling their life. So mental health is more important than anything.
Completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any significant lessons you learned from your past or early childhood?
Beyond the peripherals one, I would say this. I started working here at, how old are you?
I am 19.
19. I started working here when I was 27, so just 3 years from where you are. And I was, still young, all that. I literally blinked. Now, I'm kid you not. That's how fast life is. I blinked, I got a beard with grays. I blinked, I'm 40. So I can't look like I can't act like I'm hip. I'm 40. I passed that place where I'm even considered a young man. And instead of, you have all these folks like, oh, I can't believe I'm getting old. I'm excited about it,
Really?
Yeah.
What
Because
is it
of-
that makes you excited?
Because of what I did in my 20s.
Okay.
I made sure I didn't live a life with regret. I made sure I thought about my 40-year-old self. I remember thinking often, I do not want to be 40 and pissed off at the decision I made at 17 or 19 or 22 or 24. You said 22?
Yeah.
I do not want to be pissed off at myself for that. And so I made hard decisions that I even to this day am mad that I made, but they were the best decisions. You gotta put yourself, you're a man. You gotta do that. So let's keep it real. If someone says, come to my dorm, let's have fun.
Oh.
I've had friends who were in college on full rides, lost it because of, let's have fun, got pregnant. Now we gotta focus on the family structure. Your focus is the mission is your assignment. Your assignment right now is to graduate. Yeah, you're gonna learn of yourself and all the extracurricular things, but if they cripple what your assignment is, you will be pissed off at yourself when you turn 40.
I know I work at a retirement home, so I'm always conscious about time moving, and they always tell me time is gonna go by like in a blink of an eye. So just try as many things as you want.
Correct.
But I know you mentioned your 20s were full of work.
Mhm.
Is there any influential person that kind of was a catalyst for that growth?
A whole bunch of folks, but I'll stick to something more that resonates here. I came here in 2013 and worked here, and I was blessed to be able to know the president of this university. Not just Dr. Head, but Dr. Folkhomer as well. So Dr. Head, black guy, oh, he's awesome, right? I get it. He paved a way for himself to become a Rockford University president. And at the time, I wanted to be a president myself of a college.
Yeah.
I didn't know about politics yet, in terms of state rep. And he took me under his wing. When the pieces start shuffling 5 years later, when I was here, and the position opened up for state rep, I went straight to Dr. Folkhomer now. Head retired, Folkhomer's in. They don't pay people a lot here. You don't make a lot of money here. And this is being a private school, and I'm trying to run for public office. I'm like, do I have to quit my job? And so I'm nervous talking to Eric Folkhomer, and he said, as long as you hold up your end of the bargain and do your job, and if you can burn the light on both candles, I won't get in your way. I'm here because of Dr. Folkhomer too. And so those two played in my professional life. I admire both gentlemen, Dr. Head, Dr. Folkhomer, who used to be leaders of Rockford University. They helped me in my career.
I know now we have reached today. I know you have a beautiful family. So what does your life look like today?
So now my life is consumed of being wrapped around the finger of my baby girl. Her name is Brian Mackenzie West. Her acronyms are BMW. I'm in trouble. So when she's 16, she's gonna ask for a Beamer. I'm gonna give her an old Beamer too.
That works.
But man, the love I have for that girl, I've never experienced it like no other.
It's amazing.
I don't know if any of y'all have kids or if you want to, but if you love right, it gives you so much joy. And so, but at the same time, my life also consists of balance. I'm a preacher, I'm a politician, I'm a leader in the Democratic Party, I'm a leader in our community. I'm being pulled everywhere, which is great, it's cool. But at the same time, I learned from my upbringing that if I go to every single event, I'm not being there for my baby girl. I'm not being there for my wife. And now I have happy people out here, but then my wife is mad at me because I'm not home.
Yeah.
My daughter is mad at me because I'm not home. I need balance. Y'all can be happy with me, but if I have my family is pissed off at me, I failed at life. Man, that's man rules. You failed at life.
Right.
There's a scripture that says, "What is it profit to gain the whole world just to lose your soul?"
Exactly.
Your family is your soul.
Right.
Yourself is your soul. If you lose yourself out in these streets trying to make a buck, you ain't no man. A man is the one who knows. If you lose yourself in even your emotions, I know I'm the nicest guy, but I know I can be dangerous if I need to. That's a man right there. I don't need to show you my anger. I don't need to yell and scream. All I need to do is look, and you'll correct yourself. All I need to do is smile and talk to your supervisor, and you're fired. I don't need to raise my voice. That's a man right there. You know who you are. So that's what the ladies in my life, that's what they've been teaching me. They've been helping me to understand what kind of man I am. It's been great.
I know you mentioned the important things in your life, and what do you think are the steps to find out what's important to me? Like, what should I ask myself to find out what's important to me in my life? Because it's hard, you know.
It is, man. That's why I said earlier, don't forget about your peripherals. Like, for example, you're going here for a degree, but you have other passions. Pursue it. Just do it. Nike, baby. Just do it.
Do it. Just do
like,
it.
real talk. That's life. Just do it. Because if you don't, you have regrets. You will have regrets. So you want your 40-year-old self pissed off?
Oh.
Just do it. So it's going to be scary, but that's the best part. Because if it was easy, everybody was doing it.
Right. Exactly. And is there like a magic formula to get, kind of away from the fear, or like just to make it stop, or is it just too scared?
I was scared earlier today. Making not of this. This is my stomping ground. It was great.
Yeah.
But in my arena, I'm an assistant majority leader. I've been in the game for 7 years, and I still find fear, or it finds me. But being courageous, being brave means I just go past it. So you may never shake the fear. It will always find you. But if you can move past it and keep going even with it, you'll be all right. Yeah.
And you're a very incredibly well-spoken and charismatic person. So for me, that English is my second language. How do you think I can improve my overall just confidence?
That's a good question. I'm trying to say is lean into that.
Okay.
Yeah, you may be English as a second language, but when I was here, 26%, the United States, only 26% of us had dual language. And everybody in other countries speaks English pretty much. But we're not really encouraging folks to speak a different language here. We're becoming even more global than ever before, especially with our AI. The fact that you can speak 2 languages is an asset, not a hindrance. The fact that I only can speak 1 is a hindrance, not an asset. Lean into that. You all right.
I'm all right.
You all right.
I'll be all right. Mr. Maurice West, let's talk about the future. What are some goals for you, man?
Goals for me. Okay, I know political, we want to talk about that one, but honestly, real talk. A goal for me is, I know that state rep is not the last step.
Okay.
I do have political aspirations. How I get to those points is what is important. Because my story, September 6th, 2017, I was chilling, doing my thing. September 7th, my life turned upside down when it came to this seat. My predecessor decided to run for a different seat. I'm a 2-year termer. Every 2 years I got to run, which means if I want to run for a different seat, I have to sacrifice the option of keeping this seat. So like if I had a 4-year term, I could in the middle I could run for, U.S. Senate, or I could run for a mayor, see what happens. And if I lose, I'm still a senator. But as a state rep, I'm just gonna lose. And so I watched people, and not saying she moved prematurely. She was ambitious. She was brave to do it. But I want to make sure I'm moving because it's time to move. Because it looks like it's You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Maurice went from here. I don't think that's in my wheelhouse, honestly.
Okay.
So let me not salivate over it, and let me just focus on where I need to be. And
Okay.
so, but my main for my future, making sure I maintain that balance with my family, my work life, my church life, and every other facet of life. That's that's the biggest thing. Everything else falls into place.
I know you touched on this previously, but I would like you to go more in depth on how do you find balance? Maybe is it like an internal thing, or is it how does it work?
Yeah, it's internal.
Internal.
You can't control everything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are going to get on your nerves. Someone's going to say something crazy, and they're going to hit that button. But it's all internal.
It's like internal.
Yeah, man. I said this before in public. I am huge. Like, don't let the suit fool you. As soon as I get home,
It's a good suit.
I'm in pajamas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Flannel ones. Because they make me comfortable and they help me to get that balance.
Mm-hmm.
And when I can't take the suit off, I'm taking off state rep. I'm taking off preacher. And when I put on the flannels, I'm putting on hubby and I'm putting on daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps me to find that balance. So, yeah, it's internal.
It's internal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy to hear that. You know, you're a very down-to-earth person. How do you stay confident, man, when facing these, this adversity? How do you just continue going?
Time brings about experience. And then after a while, you find the patterns. And then you say, I've been here before. There ain't nothing new under the sun. I'll be all right.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
promise. You're only 19, 24, 22. And take it from a 40-year-old. You'll get time and experience. You'll look at the things that made you cry now. You'll look at them at 40 and you'll say, why was I crying? That was so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember crying one time because a relationship ended.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so glad that relationship ended now. But at the time, it was devastating.
Oh man.
You know? But let time bring about the change. And if you focus on staying committed to your assignment, making sure you're not distracted, making sure you don't slap nobody while you're angry, then you will be able to see how things were just shuffling into place for you.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're talking on the topic of time. Is there any big changes you envision for your life, maybe 10, 20 years from now?
10, 20. Well, shoot, my baby's going to be 16. She's going to be a young
BMW.
baby. Yeah, BMW's going to need that BMW. So, find a second job.
Yeah.
Politically, though, I don't know. I'm comfortable where I'm at for now as a state rep. I foresee staying here for a while. And like I'm an assistant majority leader now. Let's see what happens going up the ranks within the House. I'm making because I'm always combating Chicago. Not combating, but I'm in comparison with Chicago when you're down in Springfield.
Yeah.
As a leader, I'm able to bring more influence to Rockford, bring more funding to Rockford, and so let's just keep doing that. But we'll see what happens. I've learned not to do 5-year plans. They always change. They always change.
That's great advice. You're very insightful. No, honestly, you're very insightful. That it sounds very performative. Like, oh, you're great, but you seem like a great person. From what I know.
I feel you.
Yeah, but sometimes I can feel like an imposter.
No, I feel you on that too.
As a first generation student, it can be incredibly hard for me to feel like I deserve to be here. Even college, I mean, coming in my senior year, I didn't know how to apply. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So how do you get rid of that feeling? Or is there a way to?
First thing that came to mind was just remember I wouldn't underestimate yourself. You're stronger than you think you are. You said you're first generation. You're ESL learner. Is that what
Yes. Yes.
Look at all those freaking mountains you already climbed at 19. I never had to climb those. I don't know how I would fare if I had to climb the same mountains as you. I don't know. I'm thankful I would never have to know. And so just remember, you are stronger. Look, you at Rockford University. It's expensive here.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
You are here.
Yes.
That's a feat by itself. You are doing this. You're not just a mediocre student. You're trying to make waves for yourself. You're not just like trying to stay under the waves. You're trying to make the waves. Don't discount yourself. Remember those things that you've been through, and because they are behind you now, and you're like, well, I've been through them before. There's a lot of people who did not climb that mountain that you did. You're stronger than you think you are. Every single one of you. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. I know you mentioned the very influential woman in your life,
Mm-hmm.
but what part have they played in your life and maybe in motivating you to become who you are now?
Mm-hmm. Well, the biggest one, how to treat women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mama is my hero, my dad's my hero, but there's nothing like having that supportive mom.
Yeah, yeah.
And biggest thing, how to treat women. Not just my woman, the one that I'm connected to, but all women. Well, all women.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your eyes. It's always what I was told. Watch your eyes. Even that quick glance can kill a lot of conversations. Watch your eyes.
Okay.
And so, yeah, how to treat women, and how to be a more observant in situations rather than trying to be the loudest voice in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be, measure twice, cut once. And so be that person where when you speak, people want to hear what you have to say. Because most likely, 9 times out of 10, you're going to say something. Rather than being that person who's always yapping at the mouth and never saying anything. After a while, we tune you out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with being quiet. And so, I forgot what the question was, but that's what came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know as a former shy person, as a former introvert, I mean, it has been very difficult to build myself up to who I am today. And I know you mentioned that you don't always have to be the loud person, but today for me, it feels like I have to like perform and be this great person. So how do you get rid of that mindset?
So first off, I don't believe you're a former introvert. You're just an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned to embrace it. So I will say, one, I wouldn't call it performative. You have to learn how to become a social introvert.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're disconnecting right now. It's great. I love these one-on-one connections, right? But after a while, at the end of the day, I'm going to decompress.
Yeah.
I need to go home. I know what I need to do to decompress and get back into my skin because I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
So just learn how to do that part.
Mm-hmm.
And just realize there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. Extrovert does not always mean that they lead. Introverts lead too. You're perceptive. You think within. You measure twice, cut once. You're observant. You want to get it all in first before you speak. Sometimes we need more introverts to lead.
They say introverts see what other people don't see. Do you think that has played a role in your career?
Heck yeah. Yep. So how much time do I have? Okay, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So quick story. Nah, that doesn't. Never mind. I ain't gonna tell that story. Yeah. All right. But yes, I agree with you 100%. So when I came into as a House member, state rep, the state of Illinois had this Speaker of the House who was older than who was serving as Speaker longer than I was. He was Speaker of the House for 36 years. Literally, you could, if you want to be a state rep. I couldn't do that. And I was in trouble when I started by him. Man, he left me alone. And after a while, I started seeing the writing on the wall because I was observant. I was terrified where I was at. I had no idea what was going on down there in Springfield. And I was already an introvert. And I had people telling me, you're an introvert, then why are you in politics? And I'm questioning myself. And then I don't question myself anymore. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. And then I started seeing how, oh snap, maybe it might be best for me to tell him I can't support him.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only Black Caucus member who did it. Scariest time of my life. That's when the grades start coming. Literally. I had nothing but a black beard. That stress of that brought grades. And now they just... and because I found confidence in being an introvert, confidence in being, intuitive and discerning within myself and seeing patterns happening and just trusting that these patterns that I'm seeing in my head are legit.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and follow these patterns rather than questioning them because no one else sees it. Now I came out right. He stepped down and I did not lose my seat like everyone was telling me. You just went against the king. You're down. You're over with. King is down. I'm still standing.
Yeah.
And so that helped me. Remember I said time brings about experience? Right. That experience right there, that helped me to be more of a man as well. It was a crazy time, but I stayed true to who I was and I was able to be successful. And there's no reason for me to try to be like anyone else. You know? So it's times like that when I'm like, yeah, just go through it. Just write out the issues that you're going through. And if you stay foundational to who you are, you'll become a better man, a better person.
Thank you. That's an amazing story. Thank you for sharing. I guess we'll just kind of wrap it up and go to a more fun question.
Cool.
Do you think music is like an outlet for men, or is it? Because I wanted to be a DJ, right? Like whenever I'm washing dishes at work, I envision a life of a DJ or like a comedian or something like that. So, what do you think? Is it an outlet? Or
Heck yeah, you said a
outlook.
It could be an outlet.
Outlook.
It could be an outlet, a hobby.
Yeah.
Or it could be your second income. Especially with social media the way it is during COVID. I started watching DJs live.
Oh yeah.
Why can't you do that while you're getting your degree? Yeah. A lot of men are rappers. A lot of men like to do produce music. Yeah. Matter of fact, I feel like if more of us would just lean into that, the world would be a better place.
So, to our audience, we hope you have found today's conversation engaging and meaningful. Be sure to join us next time in our important discussion on developing confident leaders. Until next time, stay empowered. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time and your presence. It's really a gift. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Empowering Voices, Breaking Barriers with MCM. We appreciate you tuning in. Remember to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram for updates and future episodes. We encourage you to join the conversation and share your insights about today's discussion because your voice matters, and we are committed to building a community where everyone is empowered.